I volunteered for Tzu Chi at the South Vancouver Food Bank for roughly 8 or 9 years. One of the key principles of Buddhism is non-attachment. And what Buddhism generally says is that our attachments are our Achilles heel. And Tzu Chi says that what makes you a Buddhist is your attachment to helping others. If you're not helping, you're not a Buddhist. You can't be a Buddhist and not help compassionately and with care. And one thing he said when I was asking about where his temple was, because that's the first thing you ask, oh, you're Buddhist, oh, where's your temple? And he pointed to his heart and he said, it's in my heart. Mm-hmm. And that's where we all carry the temple. And that's the most important place to carry it. So he had me. Right, I was just swept from that moment, and it turned out to be Gary, who is the CEO of the local. He started Tzu Chi Canada. There's this notion of two-handed giving, and that's one of the things I learned that I found really interesting is that there's a physical way that they might give you something. And so not every volunteer did this, but a number of volunteers, they'd be giving away onions. And two-handed giving was to be very conscious about what you're giving, to just not hand it to somebody, but to hand it consciously, deliberately, thoughtfully about what you're doing at the time. You are giving, you're offering, you're helping, and this two-handed giving just made it sort of almost ceremonial. The fact that it was local was important, the fact it was Buddhist, the fact that I developed a camaraderie. Also, I liked the fact that it was other cultural. I liked developing friendships in the East Asian community. I liked learning from them and getting to know them, and it really exposed me to people in the world that I never would have been exposed to, and we developed friendships.